Alright, my fellow peeps, I have accepted 2 requests out of 2 users that they sent me. So one of them is an action and adventure and controversial game franchise, and a fucking sequel to the original film from 1986 starring Tom Cruise. So what do I gotta say? It's one of the best franchises, best 2 of the franchises I have ever heard of. So yeah, let's get on with it, my fellow peeps. Okay, now I want to start with Grand Theft Auto, or GTA for short. Yeah, Grand Theft fucking Auto. Okay, Grand Theft Auto is a series of action-adventure games created by David Jones and Mike Daly. Later titles were developed under the oversight brothers of Dan and Sam Houser, Leslie Benzies, and Aaron Garbett. It is primarily developed by British development house Rockstar North, formerly DMA Design, and published by its parent company Rockstar Games. Although the first one was originally developed by ASC Games and Take-Two Interactive. Yeah, ASC Games for the PC version, and the PS1 version, Take-Two Interactive. Okay, the name of the series references the term Grand Theft Auto, used in the United States for motor vehicle theft. Gameplay focuses on an open world where the player can complete missions to progress in the overall story, as well as engage in various side activities. Most of the gameplay revolves around driving and shooting, with occasional role-playing and stealth elements. The series also has elements of the earlier beat-em-up games from the 16-bit era. The games in GTA series are set in fictional locales modeled after real-life cities, at various points in time from the early 1960s to the 2010s. The original games map encompassed 3 cities: Liberty City, based in New York City; San Andreas, based in San Francisco; and Vice City, based on Miami. But later titles tend to focus on a single setting, usually one of the original 3 locales, albeit remodeled and significantly expanded. The series centers on different protagonists who attempt to rise through the ranks of the criminal underworld, although their motives for doing so vary in each title. The antagonists are commonly characters who have been betrayed the protagonist, or their organization, or characters who have most impact impeding the protagonist's progress. Several film and music veterans have voiced characters in the games, including Ray Liotta, who may rest in peace, Dennis Hopper, my main man, Samuel L. Jackson. That's right, motherfucker. William Fichtner, James Woods, he's the funniest, one of the funniest characters in Family Guy. Family Guy. Debbie Harry, Axl Rose, yeah, and Peter Fonda. Alright. Yeah, Axl Rose especially, because he's one of the best known for being the lead singer and lyric songwriter from the hard rock / heavy metal band Guns N' Roses. Yeah. DMA Design began in the series of 1997 with the release of Grand Theft Auto, well, originally named Race and Chase. Yeah, Race and Chase, the original / real Grand Theft Auto. But they just had to change Race and Chase to that title. As of 2020, the series consists of 7 standalone titles and 4 expansion packs. The third main title, Grand Theft Auto 3, released 21 years ago, is considered a landmark game as it brought the series to a 3-dimensional setting and more immersive experience. Subsequent titles have followed and built upon the concept established in Grand Theft Auto 3, and received significant acclaim. They have influenced other open-world and action games, and led to the label Grand Theft Auto clone on similar titles. Whoa, really? Oh yeah, Grand Theft Auto clones, which is like Sleeping Dogs, Saints Row, True Crime. Yeah, you name it. Oh yeah, and don't forget one of my favorite games, The Simpsons Hit and Run. Yeah, each game in the series allows the player to take on the role of a criminal in the big city, typically an individual who plans to rise through ranks of an organized crime through the course of the game. Yeah, so Yeah, a player would even hijack a taxi, firefighters, street racing, and other vehicles, other shit. And yeah, it can be one of the most fucked up franchises, but the franchises, I'm sorry, I meant fan bases, but the franchise itself really kicked ass. So, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 3 and subsequent games have more voice acting and radio stations, which simulate driving the music with disc jockeys, radio personalities, commercials, talk radio, pop music, and American culture. Well, the best part I like about GTA, in my opinion, is the radio stations. Yeah, the rock and roll radio stations such as V-Rock, Radio X, KDST, LCHC, bro, Liberty City fucking hardcore, Channel X, heck, yeah, you name it. So, yeah, one of the best franchises ever came up with since 1997. Top Gun Maverick is a 2022 American action drama film directed by Joseph Kosinski. It is the sequel to the 1986 film Top Gun and the second installment in the Top Gun film series. Alright, so let's take a good look at it. Well, I may not watch the Top Gun film sequel myself, but I did watch the first Top Gun film, so I might as well just watch the second Top Gun after this. Over 30 years after graduating from Top Gun, a United States Navy Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell is a test pilot. Despite Maverick's many distinguished achievements, repeated insubordination has kept him from flag rank. His friend, former Top Gun rival, Admiral Tom Iceman Kazansky, is commander of the U.S. Pacific Fleet and often protects Maverick from being grounded. No, not that fucking Grounded series from Go Animate or Evangelion or Plotagon. Rear Admiral Chester Hammer Kane plans to shut down Maverick's Dark Star scramjet program in favor of funding drones. To save the program from cancellation, Maverick changes the flight plan in the upcoming test from Mach 9 to Mach 10 to meet the program's contract specification. The prototype is destroyed. However, when Maverick pushes beyond Mach 10, Iceman again saves Maverick's career by ordering him to Nass, North Island for his next assignment. But Hammer warns Maverick that the era of crewed fighter aircraft will soon end. The Navy has been tasked with destroying an unsanctioned uranium enrichment plant, which sits in a deep depression at the end of a canyon. It is defended by SA-3 GOA surface-to-air missiles, or SAMs for short, GPS jammers, and what appear to be the fifth-generation Sukhoi Su-57 fighters. Maverick devises a plan to attack with two pairs of FA-18EF Super Hornets. He learns that he will not take part in the strike. Instead, he is to train an elite group of Top Gun graduates assembled by Air Boss Vice Admiral Bew Cyclone Simpson. Maverick out-dogfights his skeptical students to win their respect. Lieutenants Jake Hangman Surison and Bradley Rooster Bradshaw, motherfucker, son of Maverick's late best friend and Rio Nick fucking Goose Bradshaw, clash. Rooster dislikes Hangman's cavalier attitude. Well, holy shit. While Hangman criticizes Rooster's cautious flying, Maverick reunites with former girlfriend Penny Benjamin, to whom he reveals that Rooster's mother made him promise before she died that Rooster would not become a pilot. Huh, no shit. Rooster, unaware of the promise, resents Maverick from impending his military career and blames him for his father's death. What, is that really true? Maverick is reluctant to further interfere with Rooster's career, but the alternative is to set him on an extremely dangerous mission. He tells his doubts to Iceman, who has terminal throat cancer. Oh, fuck, sorry to hear that. About the fucking cancer, I cannot stand that shit. Before dying, Iceman advises that it's time to let go, and reassures him that both the Navy and Rooster need Maverick. With Maverick's protector gone, Cyclone removes him as instructor following a training incident in which an FA-18 is lost. Cyclone relaxes the mission parameters so they are easier to execute but make escape much more difficult. During Cyclone's announcement, Maverick makes an unauthorized flight through the training course with his preferred parameters, proving that it can be done. Cyclone reluctantly appoints Maverick as team leader. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Maverick flies the lead FA-18E and strike package, accompanied by a buddy lasing FA-18F, flown by Lieutenant Natasha Phoenix Trace and WSO Lieutenant Robert Bob Floyd. Rooster leads the second strike pair, which includes Lieutenant Ruben Payback Fitch with NWSO Lieutenant Mickey Fanboy Garcia. The 4 jets, launched from an aircraft carrier and Tomahawk cruise missiles, destroyed the nearby airbase as they approach. The team successfully destroy the plant, but are engaged by SAMs during their escape. Rooster runs out of countermeasures. Oh, God. And Maverick sacrifices his jet to protect Rooster. Yeah, it never hurts to sacrifice yourself with something, sometimes. Believing Maverick to be killed, the others are ordered to back the carrier. Back to the carrier. Rooster returns to find that Maverick safely ejected and is being targeted by an Mi-24 helicopter gunship. After destroying the gunship, Rooster is shot down by a SAM and ejects. The two rendezvous and steal an F-14 Tomcat from the destroyed airbase. Maverick and Rooster destroyed 2 intercepting SU or Su-57s, but a third arrives as they run out of ammunition and countermeasures. Oh no, talk about a shit out of luck. Hangman arrives from standby to shoot down the Su-57, and the plane returns safely to the carrier. Okay, later, Rooster helps Maverick work on his P-51 Mustang. Rooster looks at a photo of their mission success, pinned alongside a photo of his late father and a young Maverick, as Penny and Maverick fly onto the sunset of the P-51. Man, how heart-touching. So in conclusion, I recommend Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, especially Grand Theft Auto 5 and any games that are good. But you might as well just stay away from the definitive edition on the Nintendo Switch and other consoles. Because, according to Wikipedia, it has the lowest scores, and so does Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on the Xbox 360. You might as well stay away from that too, because of the fucking bugs. Alright, and as for that Top Gun sequel, yeah, I recommend that too. And I also recommend the very first Top Gun film, because these movies are really enjoyable and kicked so much ass.